Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter coming at you from SHOT Show 2024. We're here at the CRKT booth with Bryce, our favorite CRKT guy.
Oh man, one of my favorite interviews. Every year, our semi-annual meeting.
Well, so we're both getting away with that because you're a favorite because you're on camera right now. And I'm your favorite because it's fine. Anyway, we've got some new things to take a look at today. You did see our live stream we did hopefully a couple weeks ago where we took a look at the bulk of the 2024 lineup, but there were a few things that weren't quite ready in time for that release date. We've got that stuff to look at here today, including 3 new autos in collaboration with Hogue. Let's start with those.
I'd say so. That's a good place to start. So we're really excited about working with Hogue and Philip Booth, who was kind of like a natural complement for us since he really focuses a lot on automatics. And this one is the Minnow. It's very close to one of his customs. We were lucky enough to see it out at a Seaside show over the summer. A little bit smaller, sub 2-inch blade, but really cool, just a little firecracker. Magna cut steel up front, a little bit of micarta back there.
Nice fine linen texture to it.
Very fine. And just classic Philip Booth style.
Yeah, it's got a bit of like that kind of old school flavor to it that still just looks so classy.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love how it connects to like other Philip Booths, like the Rip Snort.
Sure.
That was a cool knife.
Yeah.
And you can see a lot of that DNA crossover.
Yeah, for sure. And despite its small size, like there's a solid hold on that little thing.
It's a little tank with that Warncliffe blade. It's going to be a really good cutter. Or it's more of a cleaver blade, I guess. I think that's the way that he described it. So
yeah, I'd call it a sheep's foot myself.
Sheep's foot. We'll debate that later.
Over drinks. Let's
debate
do
in the comments.
Yep, there's the action. Feels great. Push button nice and recessed, but still easy to get to. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a standard size deep carry pocket clip on there. This is not an extra large clip. That just gives you a little bit of an idea of the size of that
Totally.
thing. Nice.
But
it's still nice and kind of slimmed down. It's not getting in the way.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Next two up are Mishikas. Same Philip Booth design. Again, you can really see that sort of Philip Booth design in there, classical. Yeah. All the lines line up. You know, this kind of front separator really lines up with the front of the knife. Same thing with the back. I really appreciate his kind of like dedication to that symmetry across the blade. And these are cool because they have a hidden release mechanism. It's a hidden release in the scale, and it's a back release where I see a lot of hidden releases up front.
Yeah, up here near the bolster area sometimes, but this is down here this time.
Totally towards the back. So really,
go.
It's kind of fun, very CRKT. I like that CRKT kind of takes chances on stuff, or does it a little bit different, and this knife just kind of captures that. And
for sure.
Yeah.
So what I actually really like about this, that I think is really clever, is it's a tip-up knife design. And sometimes when you're dealing with something you want to get to quickly, and the knife is tip up, it actually slows you down a little bit. Because you got to pull the knife out, readjust, get to the thumb studs or the flipper tab or what have you. But with this, because the release is right back there, pull it from the pocket, twist, you don't have to move your hand from the draw position to actuate the blade. Open it up and just grab it. So that's really cool.
That's like the main fun. If a knife's like difficult to come out of your pocket, open, and then back in it without like, if there's that like a hitch in that, that's when it that's like a pet peeve, right?
Yeah.
It should be out of the pocket, cut, back in the pocket without thinking, and that really helps. Sometimes the out the side autos can be a little difficult with one-handed, but you really truly can one-hand this the whole time.
And it's such a smooth operation, steps of operation, I should say, to get it out. That's it. Like that. If that doesn't tell you what's going on here, like what the reason for this to be, nothing will. I mean, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So Magna cut steel on these as well?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Cool name, Mishika. It's a cross between Michigan and Ithaca.
Okay.
Mishika.
Yeah.
I think we had some people say Mishaka. Mishika.
No, I love it. I mean, that's a great blade shape for just everyday carry use. Deep carry pocket clip. This one is a little bit extended here compared to the other one.
And I think the idea there is to give you a little bit of extra leverage to go for that release.
Okay.
So a lot of people, some people kind of go on the side of the scale, but I've been noticing a lot of people gripping on the side.
Yeah, you can, like for my natural hold, I'm hitting 3 fingers on that.
Exactly. So a lot of people, sometimes people don't have the grip there, and that little extra traction
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I like, nice and recessed into the handle too.
It's very skeletonized. I wish I brought a flashlight, but you can see like they really removed a lot of that liner. Oh. Just so happened. Oh no! Oh gosh!
That stayed in.
There's just flashlights coming from left and right. But you can really see, like we really skeletonized it very well. Really removed a lot of that weight. And it's just, Philip's just so good with mechanisms. He was over there doodling an auto just on a piece of like legal pad.
Just made some more cool stuff up.
It's like, oh, we need to explain this to how we're going to manufacture it. And he just decided to doodle it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Constantly humbled.
No, those are quite excellent. And Hogue is such a great partner for you guys too, because like the way you guys are able to bring designs together and bring them out to people really complements, I think, like their manufacturing prowess.
Yeah.
It's just a great match. I'm a big fan of it.
I love all of our kind of crossovers we got going. Lion Steel, Hogue, Tops. It's really fun. And all the designers, obviously, and new people. It's been a fun year.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some, speaking of designers.
Woo, one of our favorites, Mr. Lucas Burnley.
How many knives in the lineup do you have now from Lucas? Like
it's a lot.
He's solidly represented.
Yeah, we've stopped describing it as like Squid. We just talk about it, the Lucas Burnley silo, which we're always saying. We got the Obakis and the Squids and all the other cool stuff. And the Squid has just evolved in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And this is the newest version of the small compact Squid. Splash of color on there, kind of that robin's egg blue. Still assisted opening. I really, really like this little blade. It's kind of fun. And that's the way knives are going in so many different ways. It's just being kind of more fun, a little less threatening. As Lucas says, we're post-tactical with knives. Back in the day, it was a lot more tactical.
Yeah.
But now you can kind of have fun and express yourself and show off the pocket candy, I guess.
For sure. Nice stout little blade on this. Still a solid hold on this one too.
It's just fine. And I like kind of pinching it and turning it to the side. Cutting open boxes and stuff on short blades. I like cutting up. Yeah, and you can drag it. Now you know where the edge is. You use your thumb, drag it through, and you don't over-penetrate on the box, too.
Yeah, 100%.
That's got D2 steel on it.
Excellent. And another Lucas Burnley here.
And we're going to stay in the animal realm. So Lucas has always taken inspiration from nature, and this one is the ibis, and he took it from Ibis the bird. And if you go look at the ibis, you can see how beaks sort of lend themselves to blade shapes, I think.
Indeed. So same kind of aesthetic as the small Squid, but not an assisted opener here.
Exactly.
Full manual.
On the bearings, though.
Yeah, nice action.
14C 28N on the steel.
Nice.
One of my faves.
Stainless steel frame lock. I like the pivot collar on the back too. That's nice. That's a winner, man. I really like that shape.
We've really been hitting a good rhythm with a G10 one side, steel on the back, lightens it up enough, still gives you grip and character.
And still gives you the strength of a frame lock, too.
Exactly,
yeah.
And we've seen that on a couple of our blades.
Excellent. And these are coming soon, right? Coming real soon to us.
We got them in, I know they're in our factory, our headquarters, so they'll be making out to you soon.
Fantastic.
Oh, why don't we stay on the Burnley train?
Stay on the Burnley train. So this is a new version of the extra medium Squid, the Squid XM.
Medium, yeah. It's like the Squid locked itself in the summer and started working out. It's a little bit bulkier, gives you a little bit more of a grip, but it really makes sense. I mean, it is a natural continuation, makes it a little bit more functional, I'd say, as a work knife, giving you a bit more purchase on the handle there.
Well, for people that really gravitate towards like that 3-inch blade length, not too big, not too small, this is right in that wheelhouse.
Total Goldilocks.
Yep.
It's sticking with animal references. It's a Goldilocks bear situation here.
Indeed.
But it really worked out well. D2 steel on that one as well.
Great spear point shape, very versatile, nice feel in the hand, strength of the frame lock, assisted opening in this case.
And I like the same lanyard loops on all the Squids. That's a commonality between them.
Yeah,
Even on like some of the Italian stuff we did with the Italian Squids. Had the same style lanyard loop on there. Pretty cool.
No, that's an excellent design for sure.
Yeah.
Cool to see new versions of it continuing, because that's definitely my favorite Squid, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, the other Squids are great, but like that's the first one where I was like, that's my Squid, you know? So there you go.
That Squid's for me.
All right, something else here to talk about. You said you had a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, so we've been talking about Jim Hammond. Jim Hammond obviously is a legend in the knife world. He's been designing knives for CRKT for a long time too, and we've had a lot of different knives from him. We came out with this little Orca this year by Jim, and it's got a really funky blade shape, and I connected that back to the FE7, which we had worked from in the past, and we made that one about 10 years ago, but actually, I think I might have seen one in here. Let me look in here.
What?
Oh, hey. Huh, wouldn't you know?
It's almost like you planned that.
So this is from my private collection.
No kidding. Nice.
It's on loan from Casa de Bryce.
On loan from the Bryce collection.
But this is like a really cool time in CRKT's history, and this is what Jim's really well known for.
This was like real early on, too.
It was.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. It's a really fun video. I don't mean to plug my own channel, but the CRKT video for this is awesome. It's got this like CRKT. It was a very different time in knives, but real close quarter combat fighting knife with a lot of really cool features.
Yeah.
Like 01 tool steel, a lot of different grips on there. but taking that grip idea and shrinking it down to something that's almost a non-threatening EDC version, a cute orca.
Well, you've kind of like cut out this section and turned it into a folder in a way, is what I'm seeing there.
I love that, and you can see the continuation of the DNA, and almost like the PSD was almost like the center, like the middle.
It's got a little bit of that too, yeah.
And the other version almost had it a lot more. It had like the original Navarro hook that really like, it had the Navarro hook there
sure.
too.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of those fighting knife categories, but in an EDC blade. And that one's still a little tough. It's rough around the edges. It's got a personality.
Yeah.
And that one is just a little bit less threatening, but you got all the same.
It's definitely less threatening than this. I would agree with you there.
But just a cool blade, and I love digging into our history and see some of the stuff that like Doug was working on back in the day.
Yeah, man.
What a cool relationship we
That's
have with
awesome.
people. And
That's cool.
Any more to talk about Jim? Everyone should go check out Jim Hammond's work and give it a Google.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's all we've got to show you today. There's more on the horizon, though. We just can't show it to you yet, but keep your eyes peeled. Bryce, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Always
Really
appreciate your time. Take a look at the links in the description. It'll take you to our CRKT page. Keep an eye out there, as well as our new items page on the website to see this stuff just as soon as it's available for us to ship to you. Thanks so much, and keep sticking around, checking out our more SHOT Show coverage. That was smooth.